In the dead of night, in the heart of Boston, there is a museum that looks more like a palace. It's a sanctuary for priceless history, Rembrandts, Vermeers, and Manets. On the morning of March 18, 1990, the sanctuary was silent and the masterpieces were gone. This wasn't just a robbery. It was an invasion. And what happened in the next 81 minutes would create the single largest, most baffling unsolved art heist in the history of the world. A $500 million phantom theft that left behind only empty frames, and a question that still echoes today. Who did it, and where did it all go? It was 1:24 a.m. when the intercom buzzed at the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum. Two security guards were on duty. The voice on the other end claimed to be police, responding to a disturbance. The guards made the fatal decision to let them in. The moment the door opened, the officers dropped their disguise. It wasn't about law, it was about loot. They quickly subdued and handcuffed the two guards, leading them down to the basement and duct taping them to pipes. The museum was theirs, but here's where the story gets strange. This wasn't a smash and grab. The thieves moved with bizarre precision. They chose 13 pieces of art, not all the most valuable, but certainly the most iconic. They cut two masterpieces right out of their frames. They even ignored a $300 million Raphael painting, choosing instead to steal an ornate bronze eagle from the top of a flagpole. The choices were strange. The speed was chilling. At 2:45 a.m., just over an hour later, they were gone. They vanished into the rainy morning, carrying a haul that would change the history of art crime forever. The world woke up to a cultural disaster. The thieves had taken pieces that are, quite simply, irreplaceable. They took Rembrandt's only known seascape, The Storm on the Sea of Galilee, a painting that captured a raw human moment of panic on the water. Now it was just a ghost in a gilded rectangle. And they took Vermeer's The Concert, one of only 34 known works by the master. It's considered the most valuable stolen object on Earth. And they took 5 Degas sketches, a Manet, and a small but stunning self-portrait by Rembrandt himself. The directors of the museum did something powerful. They hung the empty frames back on the walls, a permanent haunting reminder of what was lost. Every museum visitor looks at these voids, and every visitor becomes a cold case detective asking the same question. Why these 13 pieces? Why this strange mix of priceless and seemingly random objects? For over 3 decades, the FBI, Interpol, and independent art sleuths have chased ghosts. The reward for information? A staggering $10 million. The theories are a rabbit hole of organized crime, inside jobs, and mob deals. Was it a New England crime family trying to trade the masterpieces for a reduced prison sentence? Was it an amateur crew who realized the art was too hot to sell on the open market? The most persistent theories led to a legendary Boston mobster, and later to a small circle of thieves. But every promising lead, every secret tip, every whispered name has led to a dead end. The paintings are believed to have changed hands multiple times, buried in safe houses, or perhaps even lost to the elements. But here is the final jaw-dropping twist. The museum itself is convinced the paintings are still out there. They believe they are still intact. Stolen art of this caliber is impossible to sell. It's too recognizable. So are they locked away in a private collector's vault? Hidden in a warehouse? 13 stolen treasures. 36 years of silence. One giant historical question mark. The Gardner Museum heist is more than a crime story. It is a modern myth about the value of art and the audacity of the perfect vanishing act. What's your theory?